The last few weeks have shown us, all Australians, just how delicate and hard fought the gains that we've made as a community are when it comes to beating the coronavirus. In these last 2 weeks, around 12 million Australians in 4 states and territories have been to lockdowns, particularly in response to the fast-moving Delta variant of concern. And that Delta variant of concern has made its way out of hotel quarantine and into communities right around the country. The efforts of the Victorian people have been outstanding as we have run to ground simultaneously both a Kappa variant imported from South Australian hotel quarantine and a Delta variant that leaked out of, we suspect, hotel quarantine, but still unaccounted for. But what the situation right across Australia has shown us is that none of us can be afford any sense of complacency until such time as we are fully vaccinated. The good news is that the position here in Victoria is stable, and that means that we can ease our restrictions further. But with the slower than forecasted rollout of the Commonwealth's vaccination program and the reduction in traveller caps yet to take effect from the National Cabinet decision and the outbreaks in interstate jurisdictions to our north, all mean that our public health experts have urged us and recommended that we continue to act carefully and cautiously as we move out of those restrictions. So the good news is that from 11:59 p.m. Tomorrow, Thursday the 8th of July, restrictions in metropolitan Melbourne will be brought into line with those of regional Victoria. All COVID-safe settings will apply consistently right across the state. Masks will continue to be required indoors and in public-facing settings unless an exemption applies, but they will no longer be required at schools for students and staff, and they will no longer be required at workplaces, particularly if you don't interact with the public. For example, in offices, factory settings, and in other arrangements where the huge uptake in QR code systems that so many Victorians have picked up give us a substantial alternative. I am sure that we will see more people, as a result, come back to our offices, which will in turn assist our retail, our hospitality, and our business districts continue their recovery. Masks will still be required if your role sees you interacting with the general public, for example, if you serve customers in a retail setting. As part of these changes, a range of venues right across Melbourne will now be able to apply the same density limits, freed up density limits that apply in regional Victoria. This further opens workplaces including entertainment, retail, hospitality, gyms, physical recreation, community facilities, creative spaces, galleries, places of worship, and more. The limit will be 1 person per 2 square metres, provided that in some cases COVID check-in marshals are on site just to make sure that people check in every time, everywhere. Dance floors will also be allowed with a COVID check-in marshal, but no more than 50 people on the dance floor at any one time. We will keep the limit on private gatherings in place with up to 15 people able to attend a home per day. I think Victorians need look no further than the outbreaks across our borders to know and appreciate the risks that continue to attend coronavirus spreading through indoor domestic settings. Crowd numbers will also be able to increase at public events. Outdoor stadiums can increase up to 75% of their capacity, up to 40,000 people as a cap. Indoor stadiums can open to 75% of their capacity, up to a 7,500 person cap. Theatres will also be able to open to 75% of their capacity, up to a cap of 2,000 people. All of these settings will apply for 14 days, but of course they are always subject to the changing epidemiological risks as advised by our public health team. There will be further information, as there always is, at www.coronavirus.vic.gov.au, and when these orders come into place, they will be, as they always are, put up on the web.